So we're just continuing on this journey, on this walk, in this beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful forest. Breathing deep, just restoring, refreshing the being. So, what I want to talk with you guys about today, you guys and girls, is fear. You feel me? Are you afraid of something? When have you felt fear in your life? You feel me? So, that's what it's about. It's like, fear is the biggest obstacle we face on the path. And so why is that? Because oftentimes what we're really searching for is right behind the fear. So like for instance, I'll give you an example. Some people might type in occult, right? on internet. And what does occult mean? See, religions have taught us to fear that word. Why is it scary? You feel me? What is so terrifying about that? And so you might Google it and you might see all these crazy photos and be like, what the hell is that? But see, the key is to stop externalizing your power and recognizing that every photo, every symbol is just a personification of something that's actually inside yourself that wanted to be expressed externally in the world. So this is how we've chosen to do it. So when one decides to step into the realm of empowering themselves and no longer being a victim, they choose consciously to conquer their fears. You feel me? They choose to become that soul force warrior. That's what it's all about. That's how I live my life. I live my life as a soul force warrior. I used to be afraid of spiders, man. When I was younger, I was afraid of spiders. I was afraid of heights. I was afraid of a lot of stuff. But when you face those fears, I've had traumatic experiences with spiders, man. But like, I was like sleeping one night and I'm like looking down the hallway, right? And I see this big ass spider and I'm like, yo. I look at my bro, I'm like sleeping on the floor and I'm like, dude, that spider's all the way down there. It's like, I should get up and kill it. Now this was like 10 years ago. And he goes, nah man, just leave me, it's fine. And I was like, alright. I woke up in the middle of the night, it was right on my forehead. I jumped up so quick. I told him to sleep on the floor the rest of the night. But anyways, so like, I've had my run-ins with spiders, and because of that, I was like, oh no, Spider-Man, I'm afraid of you, dude. So that's what's funny though, because then I just kind of faced my fear. Like one day I went outside and I was like, hey spider, what's up? And I just like put the spider on my finger and just like, now it's just like that, man. Like I'm just vibing in harmony with all of life. Like there's nothing to fear when you recognize it's all yourself. All this self, like that's the highest maxim. And then when you can really, like I will even say, like on my journey I've experienced what that means in some forms, but I still have a lot more work to do, a lot more progress to go till I fully grasp exactly what that means, but I have a basic understanding. As I like to say, when you can see yourself in everything, everything is revealed. So, that's what we're talking about with fear. Because when we fear something, we see it as separate. But when we come into empowerment and we see it as a reflection, as a part of ourselves, we find out where we can place that part. You feel me? It's like a big puzzle. It's like you take all these pieces of yourself and then you find out where they fit. And then once you do that, you solve the puzzle. So that's really what it's all about. Don't be out here running around in fear, because that's going to be holding you back. So choose consciously to face your fears. See, there's a thing that happens when we first step into knowledge, I guess you could say. I mean, there's different forms of knowledge, but let's say spiritual knowledge, in which you start to see yourself as less of what we've been taught we are, as like a minuscule, our life really don't mean much, to something that's like, whoa, shit, like I am the star of this story. Like I have an origin in the stars. I'm just in this physical vessel right now. That's when stuff starts to change. So that's what it's all about. Conquer your fears. Face yourself in honesty, in harmony, and bring them back into balance. Find the right place for it. So that's really what's up. Thanks so much for tuning in. If this video helped you, please hit like, hit subscribe, share it, comment, share your thoughts, whatever it may be for you. you know, we're just mindfully expanding here, you know, these seeds I've been planting. Okay, all right, I'm done. But anyways, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love you.